Well, we all know it's coming, the higher interest rates, the fears of inflation, and a recession, and it's starting to scare people to the point that they're afraid of everything. Well, home buyers are definitely among this group, and they are scared people. In a report released recently, it showed that sale agreements on existing homes canceled last month was just under 15% of all homes that went under contract. 15% basically of all deals under contract canceled or they walked away from the contract. Look, as someone who's both a real estate broker and a real estate investor, I can understand how it's possible without a penalty for the buyer. Most contracts have a few different types of cancellation clauses, but one of the simplest that's being used this year is the mortgage rate clause. In most contracts, you have a clause that allows you to cancel if your mortgage rate goes above a certain predetermined percentage. Last year's buyers had that percentage at around 4.5%. This year it might be 5% or 6%, but if the published rate is higher, the buyer can cancel the agreement of sale without penalty. So I'm guessing that many of these cancellations are using this clause alone. The 15% cancellation rate is about the same cancellation rate it was in 2020 of March, when the scamdemic closed everything down. So the cancellation rate, by the way, was about 11% last year. So technically, it really isn't all that bad, at least not yet. The other problem is that inventory is slowly creeping up. Buyers are seeing the once red-hot market turn around quickly and dramatically. They may no longer see the urgency in bidding for a home, or bidding up a home, I should say, that they feel might depreciate in the coming year. They are simply afraid that the home they buy today won't be worth the price they pay for it next year. Home builders are also seeing higher cancellation rates. Cancellations in May for new home buyers, jumped to 9.3% in a survey of builders. That compares with the 6.6% in May of 2021. So I've noticed that when I'm talking to building reps, they're definitely getting a bit nervous. So these are basically the people who sit in the trailers and sell the homes. They're getting nervous. The homes which were once selling out as soon as the sales trailer arrived are no longer selling quickly, and lots of them are not even selling at all. Lanier, one of the greatest, or should say greatest, but one of the nation's largest home builders, said in its most recent quarter, in its earnings report, that its cancellation rate increased to about 11.8%. But here's the interesting thing. It was still below the long-term historical average. Look, I'm asked many times if now is the time to buy a house or wait. Here's the simple answer. If this is a house you're going to be living in and you like it and you can see yourself living there for the next 7 to 10 years, just buy it. As long as you can afford it, just buy it. Stop thinking the home you're living in is an investment. It isn't. An investment has a different ideology. In an investment, if the numbers make sense and you make a profit either in the resale or the rental strategy, then it's maybe a good property to buy. Deals are always out there. Look, I'm buying a property this week. I got a deal on it. Deals are always out there, and homes are always being sold. And if it's right for you, buy it. It's always a good time to buy real estate. Don't make a mistake. It's always a good time to buy real estate. So buy real estate whenever you can, as long as it makes sense.